very good morning to all of you. So, in the previous class, we have already discussed the concept of equilibrium in physical and chemical processes, and what are the characteristics of equilibrium. Okay. So now in this particular lecture, we will discuss about a law which relate rate with the concentration. Okay, concentration of the reactant. Okay. So the law is law of mass action, and this law is a theoretical law. Theoretical law. Theoretical. Okay, no experiment was done in order to conclude the definition of this law. Okay, so this is given, the law is given on the basis of theory only. Okay, that is why it is a theoretical law. So now what is the statement of this law? So according to this law, the rate of any chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the concentration of reactants. Okay, so in place of concentration, active mass is also used. Okay, so the product of the concentration of the reactant with stoichiometry coefficient, raised to its power. Okay, so now what is the meaning of the definition? This definition defines that the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the concentration of the reactant. Okay, and the stoichiometric coefficient are their powers. Okay, the concentration की जो है वो stoichiometry क्या है, power है. For example, if we have a reaction AA plus, I am writing a general reaction. So AA plus BB gives CC. Now I am taking a reversible reaction, CC plus DD. Okay, so the rate of the forward reaction, if we talk about the rate of the forward reaction, that is directly proportional to the concentration of the product of the concentration of the reactant. Okay, with stoichiometric coefficients, this A and B, raised to their power. Now is it clear? Raised to their power. For example, we have N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Okay, so the rate will be directly proportional to N2 की power 1, H2 की power 3. Okay, so if we are talking about the forward reaction, then by removing the proportionality sign, we have to add some constant. So we are adding Kf. Kf is the forward rate constant. Okay, or rate constant for the forward reaction. Similarly, if we talk about the backward reaction, okay, the rate will be, for the general reaction, the rate will be C की power C into D की power D. Okay, and in order to remove the proportionality sign, we have to add some constant, that is Kb, where Kb is the rate constant for the backward reaction or the backward rate constant. Okay, so this is a theoretical law. According to this law, the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the product of the concentration of the reactant with stoichiometric coefficient raised to their power. Actually, this law fails because in some times the power is not same as that given in the chemical reaction. Okay, so it was calculated experimentally, and the limitation of this law was overcome by a new law, that is rate law. Okay, the name is just rate law. Okay, you will come to know about this law in the 12th class in chemical kinetics chapter. Okay, so now what is the law of chemical equilibrium? Now let us discuss the law of chemical equilibrium. Okay, with the help of this law, we have to calculate a constant, that is equilibrium constant, with the help of this law. Okay, so I am again taking a general reaction. Okay, that is law of chemical equilibrium, or it is also known as equilibrium law. Okay, law of chemical equilibrium. So according to this law, the rate of forward reaction, is always equal to the rate of backward reaction. So now I am taking a general reaction, A plus B gives C plus D. Okay, this is the general reaction. Now applying the law of mass action, law of mass action. Okay, so the rate of forward reaction will be equal to Kf into, you have to write the concentration terms in square bracket, A की power A into B की power B. Okay, so this is equation number 1. So now again the rate of backward reaction is Kb into concentration of product. Okay, so for the backward reaction these are the reactants. Okay, for the backward reaction C and D are the reactants now, and for the forward reaction A and B are the reactants. So we are taking the reactants, not the products this time. Okay, for backward reaction these two are the products, and for the forward reaction A and B are the products. So now according to law of chemical equilibrium, equilibrium में क्या होता है? We all know the characteristics of equilibrium, that rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction. Now from 1 and 2, we get rate of forward reaction is what? Kf into A की पावर A, B की पावर B is equal to Kb upon में C की पावर C, D की पावर D. Okay, so let us take Kb on the other side in the denominator. Kf upon में Kb is equal to C की पावर C into D की पावर D upon में A की पावर A, B की पावर B. Okay, so now Kf upon में Kb is a new constant, that is K, and this is known as the equilibrium constant. Okay, so this is the actual expression for equilibrium constant. Okay, so K is the equilibrium constant, and equilibrium constant is nothing but the ratio of the product of the concentration of product divided by the product of the concentration of the reactant. Okay, so equilibrium constant is the ratio of the product of the concentration of products divided by the product of the concentration of the reactant, with all the concentration term raised to their power as the stoichiometric coefficient given in the chemical reaction. Okay, so let us write the expression for rate constant for some of the reactions. Okay, so there are some rules in order to write the expression for equilibrium constant. There are some rules. So we have to take the concentration of pure solid and pure liquid as one. Okay, we have to take the concentration of pure solid and pure liquid as one. So because their density is same, okay, if their density is same, because we all know that the concentration is number of moles divided by volume, okay, and number of moles is mass upon में W, that is molar mass, into 1000. If we are taking this in ml, okay, or take it in liter, so there is no need of 1000 over here, upon my V, and mass upon my volume is density, okay, so density upon my W is the molar mass, so concentration is density upon my molar mass, okay, and we all know that for pure substances density remain the constant, so and molar mass is also constant, that is why C comes out to be a constant and we take it as 1, okay. So for pure solvent which is present in excess, and for pure solids we have to take the value of equilibrium constant, the value of concentration as 1, their active mass is 1, okay, their active mass is 1. So for example, if we have okay, write for this N2 gas plus 3H2 gas gives 2NH3 gas, okay. So let us write the expression for equilibrium constant. So K is equal to, in numerator we have products, so N2 NH3 की power 2 divided by N2 की power 1 upon में H2 की power 3. Is it clear or not? Okay. So similarly we have one more example like PCl3 plus Cl2 gives PCl5. Okay. So the expression for equilibrium constant will be K is equal to PCl5 की power 1 upon में PCl3 की power 1 into Cl2 की power 1. Okay. So this is all about the examples of equilibrium constant. So let us take an example in which we have some pure solids. Okay. For example, if we have the decomposition of calcium carbonate, okay, so calcium carbonate is CaCO3 solid gives CaO, okay, solid plus CO2 solid, CO2 gas, okay. So in this case there are two solids, okay, calcium oxide and CaCO3. So we have to take their masses as 1, okay, we have to take their masses as 1, and then we have to write the equilibrium, the expression for equilibrium constant, okay. So this is all about the equilibrium constant. And one more thing, if we are dealing in pressure, okay, if we are dealing with gases only, we have to take pressure in instead of concentrations, okay. We can also write the expression of equilibrium constant in terms of pressure, okay. If we are writing the expression in terms of concentration, then it is called as Kc, okay, then we write it as Kc, like in case of this equation or any equation, any general equation, that concentration of A की power A, if we are taking the general equation C plus dB, then B की power B upon में C की power C, D की power D, okay. So we can write it as this, or the same method, A की power A, B की power B upon में, okay, I have written it opposite. So ऊपर प्रोडक्ट आएगा आपका C की पावर C, okay, A and B, okay. So here we also have C की power C, D की power D divided by A की power A and B की power B, okay. So this is the expression for Kc. Now if we write it in terms of pressure, if we want to write it in terms of pressure, then the equilibrium constant is Kp, and it is equal to pressure of C की power C. Okay, no need to write square bracket. Square bracket we use only for the concentration. So pressure D की power D and pressure of A की power A, pressure of B की power B. Okay. So this is the expression for Kp. Now what is the relation between Kc and Kp? We have to derive the relation also. And we all know that from ideal gas equation, Pv is equal to nRT. And from here we have nRT by P, V. P is equal to nRT by V. And N by V is concentration, moles divided by volume. So this is equal to CRT. Okay. C is the concentration. Okay. And P is the partial pressure or the pressure. So now from here P pressure of C की जगह हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, concentration of C RT की power C and concentration of D RT की power D upon में concentration of A RT की power A, concentration of B RT की power B. Okay, so let us take this whole these concentration terms out of the bracket, and we will get C की power C, D की power D upon में A की power A into B की power B and R T की power they will add up and subtracted from this C plus D minus A plus B. Okay, bracket. So C plus D minus bracket A plus B, and this is what the difference between the difference between the moles of product and the reactant, and we have already discussed this factor as delta Ng. Okay, delta Ng is the difference between the moles of product and the reactant, and this term this is Kc. This whole is Kc. We have already written the expression for Kc. So Kp will be equal to Kc into RT की power delta Ng, where delta Ng is the difference between the number of moles of product and the reactant. Okay, difference between the number of moles of product and the reactant. Okay, so this is the main expression for Kp and Kc. Okay, if we are dealing in mole fraction, then we take Kx. Okay, mole fraction of C की power C, mole fraction of D की power D upon में mole fraction of A की power A and mole fraction of B की power B. Okay, so if we are dealing in mole fraction, then this will be the equation for the equilibrium constant. Okay, so let us discuss some numericals related to this particular relation. So here I have written two numericals, okay, related to the relation which we have already discussed. So the first numerical is at 773 Kelvin, Kc for the reaction N2 gas plus 3H2 gas gives 2 NH3 is 6.02 into 10 की power minus 2 liter square mole की power minus 2, and we have to calculate the Kp value. Okay, we have to calculate Kp. So the solution is okay, we have already derived the relation that Kp is equal to Kc into RT की power delta Ng. Okay, so firstly we have to calculate delta Ng. Now delta Ng is the difference between the number of moles of product minus the number of moles of reactant. We have to take the gaseous moles only. Okay, you have to take the gaseous moles, and no solid or liquid will be added into the calculation. Okay, so delta Ng is equal to number of moles of here we have gas, number of moles of product are 2 minus number of moles of reactants are 1, both are gases, so 1 plus 3, and we will get minus 2. Okay, delta Ng is minus 2. So now Kp is equal to Kc, that is 6.02 into 10 की power minus 2 liter square mole की power minus 2 into R. Now here the volume is in liter and mole. So the value of R is 0.0821 liter atm mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Okay, so you have to memorize this the unit of the unit of R. Okay, so P, as we all know that PV is equal to nRT. So the unit for P is atm, unit for V is liter, unit for N is mole, and unit for this is K. So the unit for R will be atm into liter divided by mole divided by Kelvin. Okay, so liter atm mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Okay, so next we have R into T. T is 773. Okay, की power -2. Okay, so by solving this, Kp will comes out to be 1.5 into 10 की power -5 atm की power -2. Okay, so you have to solve. Okay, the answer will be 1.5 into 10 की power -5. I have already solved, and the answer will be 1.5 into 10 की power -5 atm की power -2. Okay, from here. So liter cancel out. Similarly, mole inverse will also cancel out. Okay, and here we have Kelvin. So these Kelvin will also cancel out. And okay, and the unit will be atm की power -2 in case of Kp. Okay. So the next question is for the reaction A gas plus B solid gives C gas plus D gas. So I want that you have to try this question. Okay. So you all try this question. Kc is given as 49, mole decimeter की power -3, and you have to calculate Kp. Okay, and the value for R is 0.0821. Okay, so you have to calculate, and let me know the answer in the comment section. What is the answer for Kp? Okay, so let us move on to the characteristics of some basic characteristics of equilibrium constant. Okay, so there are some characteristics of equilibrium constant which we should know. The first characteristic is equilibrium constant is independent of the concentration of the reactant as well as product. Okay, as the name suggests, it is a constant, so it will depend only upon the temperature. Okay, so the characteristics of equilibrium constant. Okay, the first characteristic is equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant depends only upon the temperature. Depends only on the temperature and is independent of the concentration of reactant and product. Reactants and products. Okay, so this is the first characteristics of equilibrium constant, that equilibrium constant is only dependent of temperature and is independent of the concentration of reactant and product. Okay, the next is if we multiply the equation, the whole equation, by any number n, okay, any number n or any factor n, then the new equilibrium constant will be nth power of the previous value. Okay, nth power, it will become nth power of the previous equilibrium constant. For example, if we have a plus a, I'm taking a plus b gives c. Okay, now if I multiply this equation, firstly we have to write the expression for Kc, the concentration of C की power C upon the concentration of A की power A, B की power 1. Okay, so now if I multiply the whole equation by 2, so it will become multiply by 2 AA plus AA नहीं 2A plus 2B gives 2C. Okay, now the expression will be Kc is equal to C की power 2 divided by A की power A की dash C Kc dash A की power 2 B की power 2. So from 1 and 2 Kc dash is Kc की power 2. Okay, Kc की power 2. So in general, any equation, if we multiply any equation by n, and the equilibrium constant for this reaction is Kc. So the equilibrium constant for this reaction will be Kc की power n. Okay, Kc की power n. Now this is the second characteristic. So if we multiply any equation by any factor, then the equilibrium constant will also get the same power. Okay, by which we have already multiplied. Okay, similarly if we divide the equation, then if we divide the equation by 2, okay, it means we are multiplying it by 1 by 2. So the equilibrium constant will get power as 1 by 2. Okay, the third characteristic is if we reverse the reaction, the value of equilibrium constant is inverted. Okay, the equilibrium constant की जो वैल्यू हो जाती है वो क्या हो जाती है, इन्वर्ट हो जाती है. Okay, for example, if we have the general reaction I'm taking A plus B gives C. Okay, now the expression for Kc is C की power 1, A की power 1 and B की power 1. Okay, so now if I reverse the reaction, C gives A plus B. Now the expression for this is A की power 1, B की power 1 divided by C की power 1. Okay, so from 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, we will get that Kc and Kc dash are inverse of each other. So Kc dash is equal to 1 by Kc. Okay, so this is the third characteristic. Now the most important characteristic is fourth. The fourth characteristic is most important, that if we divide any equation into two parts, okay, if we divide any equation into two parts, then the equilibrium constant of these two reactions, okay, then the equilibrium constant, then the product of the equilibrium constant of these two reactions is equal to the equilibrium constant of the original reaction. Okay, so if I, or you can write it, if we divide any equation by any equation into 2 or 3 parts, then the equilibrium constant, then the product of equilibrium constant for these reactions will be equal to the equilibrium constant of the original reaction. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, let us take an equation. Okay, so we have again A plus B gives C. A plus B gives C. Okay. Now I want to divide this equation into two parts. Like we have A plus D gives E, and then E plus B gives C. Okay. If we add these two reactions, then E will cancel with this, and okay, gives C plus D. Okay. I think now it is correct. Okay. So E will cancel out with E and D with D, and we'll get A plus B equal to C. So now write the expression for equilibrium constant for this reaction, C divided by A into B. Okay. Now write for this Kc dash E divided by A divided by B D. Now for this Kc double dash C into D divided by E into B. Okay. So now from these three equations, what we will conclude. Okay. From these three equations, if I multiply Kc double dash with Kc, okay, let us multiply Kc dash with Kc double dash, we will get e की power 1 into a की power 1 into d into c into d upon में a की power 1 b की power 1. Okay. So now e will cancel out, d will also cancel out, and we are left with c upon में a की power 1 and b की power also. Okay, which is nothing but equal to Kc. Okay. So this is the main proof of this characteristics, that if we divide any equation into two parts, then the product of the equilibrium constant of these two reactions, okay, will be equal to the equilibrium constant of the original reaction. Or if we add two reactions, okay, then the equilibrium constant of the new reaction will be equal to the product of the two reactions which we have added. Okay. So these four are the main you can say characteristics of equilibrium constant. Okay. There are a large number of numericals asked in the competitive exams related to these characteristics. So we will discuss the numericals in the next class. Okay. I think this much is quite enough for this particular lecture, and I hope you found this lecture very helpful, and thank you so much for watching.